What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dexter TV, and I'm back at it with another video. Sorry it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my mental right. You feel me? But I'm back. Today's topic is gonna be about how bosses mistreat their workers, overwork their workers, and things like that. This is a special request from my bro. You heard me? I ain't gonna say his name, but you heard me? He gonna know who I'm talking about. Stay tuned. I'm gonna start the first one off, you heard me, by low pay. Like, you heard me, I was working at this job, you heard me? Everybody know. For the people that don't know, a little shipyard. You heard me? They start you off at 11:55 hours of roster about, you heard me? And we would like cut grass, clean up, stuff like that. And they'll say they say every 90 days you get a raise, but that stuff was capped for the department I was in and the people I was working under. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing like so much shit and I stayed at the same pay, you know what I'm saying? And like, that was so crazy because that place, you heard me, really scarred me, you know what I'm saying? And like, it had so many good people came through there and quit, you know what I'm saying? And never wanted to look back at the situation. And they had people that quit and begged to come back, you know what I'm saying, because that was their last option, you know. But it's a million jobs in the world. That's why you gotta learn something or have something down packed for a backup plan. You always gotta have a plan B. I always did, no matter what job I worked at. Even if I first started, I'm like, if something happened, I'm gonna go over here, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So always have that in mind. Like, you know, try to go to these jobs with a requirement or a certification thing so they could pay. They'll have no choice but to pay you more. And if they don't do that, then that job not for you. And don't never settle for less, you know. And another thing, it was a lot of favoritism going on. Like, you know, I became like a supervisor for like I worked over there 4 years, became a supervisor in like I think two years. Could have been one, but they picked somebody else that didn't even meet the requirements over me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cutting grass, weed eater, zero turn. I know how to operate bulldozer. I'm talking about like a lot of big heavy equipments, forklifts, all this stuff, driving a company truck, hooking up the company trailers, all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I was a boss for a while. The next thing you know, there was like, they cracking down. So they probably gonna take the money they gave from me, because when you're a supervisor, they bump you up to a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? And when I was that, you know what I'm saying, I was doing my thing and stuff like that. Then they was like, they gonna take my pay because I was the last one to become a boss over the other guy, which the other guy don't even do shit, just lean over the balcony on the boat, smoke cigarettes all day, be on the phone or nothing, and never get told nothing. But soon as Marlo get to chilling or pull out a phone, is, oh, you be on your phone too much. Now, one time I pull my phone out and be like this throughout the shop, throughout the yard, and none of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be shooting a little text or something like that. I'll be in the cut, da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But other people, they'd be da-da-da-da-da like that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then like, everything I do, it was a problem. Like, even when I was the supervisor, well, I was a leader, man, whatever they want to call it. You heard me? I'm working my ass off. You know what I'm saying? And I had a freaking white hat. White hats is like, you the boss. Like, you still go work, but you ain't really supposed to be doing heavy stuff. But me, man, I was doing heavy stuff, like so much of stuff, while the other guy just sitting, not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people seen it. The real know. You know what I'm saying? And I just look back at it as a life lesson, because like, at the end of the day, God go judge them people, and they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got accused of so many things out there, and it just was like, it was just so much of fakery. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't come to work, then the next day I gotta freaking be cutting grass all damn day. Not saying it was a problem, you heard me? Because I looked at it, I'm getting that workout in. You know what I'm saying? That was when I was going through my little health journey. You know what I'm saying? Eating healthy. So I'm like, I'm sweating more. So I'm, you know, stuff like that. But it's cool though. And it was a lot of gossip. Like, I ain't gonna say my boss, because he wasn't my boss the whole time. He was trying to label himself as my boss. But the guy that was working in the department with us was like, it'd always be a lot of gossip. Like, oh, so-and-so came to me and said, you be doing this. Like, they told me that I was freaking, that I stole some food from the boat. You know what I'm saying? So, mind me, if I don't answer his text or answer his phone call, he mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grown men. Like, we ain't, long as the job getting done, we ain't gotta be on no phone shooing and shit like that, because once I find out the real in people, I branch away from them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to tell you, man, we ain't got to talk no more. I'm just stop talking to you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't catch the drift, then you don't catch the drift. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, people come to him, say something. Now, he'll believe all the shit, and then he'll just go on with it. And then once me and him get back to communicating on good terms, then he'll be like, man, so-and-so, when we went through that little phase, said this and that. Like, why you couldn't come to correct me as a man? Because he told me so many times that if you doing wrong, Marlo, I'm gonna sit down and tell you, because you my brother, and that was bullshit. You not my brother, because soon as I leave from around you, you gossiping about me. You know what I'm saying? I got full on proof about the situation. Like, stop getting so close to these people on these jobs. If they not your sibling, even if your sibling, like, keep your business to yourself, because at the end of the day, when mad they come, they go always trying to expose you, like, you know what I'm saying, and expose what you got going on in life, you know what I'm saying, and believe everything negative about you. Then they start to watching you from a point of view. Like, people told him I was stealing. People told him that I had girlfriends throughout the shipyard. Now, mind me, I've been in the same relationship for 8 years. So, like, come on now. Like, you don't have no, I told him, you show me the proof, and I'll back, and we'll go with that. You know what I'm saying? But no proof was shown. It was always he say, she say shit. You know what I'm saying? And, like, this shit was fake, because a lot of bosses came for me at that job. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do shit about it to try to save me, when I saved his name so many times from people. Like, so many people wanted to do him something. You know what I'm saying? Well, do both of them something. And what I did, I nipped that in the bud and was like, it's not worth it, and stopped the people from trying to harm them, or, you know, do whatever they said it was going to do to them. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when my name got thrown in people's faces, it was always everybody on hush, everybody on hush. Not me. I'm the best fucking roustabout that stepped foot at that job. Right hand of God. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. God don't sleep. And, like, bro, it was like slavery through that motherfucker, bro. Like, I'm underneath like, for the boat to roll out the tracks, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get under the boat and scrape the tracks so it could be easy for the boat to roll on out when it was time. I'm under that scraping. Where the other boss at? On the back deck, smoking a cigarette, chilling. What I'm doing? Getting watched by the supervisor. I go to the bathroom for over 7 minutes, 5 minutes. He called the other supervisor. Hey, what D at? Hey, what D at? He taking too long in the bathroom. Like, bro, it's a freaking bathroom. What the hell? But long as me and him on good terms, it's not a problem how long I stay in the bathroom. Which is, I'm not about to just chill in no nasty ass bathroom though. So it's just so much of bullshit. Like, I had to weed eat all the ditches by myself, which is then it turned out to not be a problem, because I was so used to it doing by myself. As I started to get aggravated by it, I'm like, shit, just let me do it by myself. And I just started to lean on myself more. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no hard work at all. Right hand to God. It was no hard work at all. This shit was so easy. Like, same shit I'm doing over there, same shit I'm doing now, like, you know? And it just was a lot of bullshit, bro. A lot of bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of people that can vouch as well, and I'll make some calls at the end of this video, and they can vouch for me as well, and they gonna know. Show y'all I'm not lying. And I ain't down talking nobody. I'm telling y'all what God love, and that's the honest truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm scraping barnacles underneath the freaking boat. You know what I'm saying? So the painters could pressure wash it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What the other boss doing? He ain't doing shit. He never even done that shit. He don't even know how to start the zero turn. Only thing you know how to do is drive a fucking, God forgive me for doing all that cursing. Only thing he know how to do is freaking drive a forklift. He never operated none of the big equipment that I did. I taught him how to drive the zero turn. No, he forgot by now. He weed that boy. He put him to weed eat one time. You heard me? He put him to weed eat one time, and I think he weeded for like a week straight. Then that next week, the boy never touched the weed ever again. You know what I'm saying? But me, man, I'm weed eating every day. Not saying that it was a problem. I love cutting grass, because my late grandpa that passed, that's all he did. And I used to do that with him when I was a child as well. Lord rest his soul. And I just want to let that live on in my family from my grandpa, you know, shout out to him and stuff like that. But bro, it was slavery as hell, bro. I'm telling you, like, a lot of people all used to come to me, man, they got you doing that. I'm like, yeah, bro, you a whitehead. And I'm like, bro, I know. I say, bro, I'm just doing my job, bro. I'm just doing cause a lot of people know when I'm mad, you know what I'm saying, I just won't fight straight up. But I'm like, what that's gonna solve at the end of the day? So I just be like, I'm gonna do my job. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, like, when I'm on a job, that boy had people like taking pictures of me, you know what I'm saying, watching me, you know what I'm saying. Like, one day I went, like, in the middle of the day, it was like 3-something, and I went in an area where I was eating it, and it's like, you got to go a little upstairs, and white guys see me, one of the bosses that never did like me and always talk shit about me, but when he see me, it's always, oh, how you doing, Dexter, shit like that. So I went up there to, I think, get my gloves, then I came back down, then I forgot something else, and I went back up there. So when he seen me, he rolled past me, and he started going slow, like he wasn't looking at me. Like, he actually got off the golf cart and was looking at equipment that had nothing to do with him, try to see if I was gonna go back up there. So I'm watching him, and I'm like, what the hell he watching me for? So I made the round and got in the position where I could see when he passed by. So when I passed by, he just was looking like, but he can't see me, I could see him. Then the next day, he pulled me, the little dude pulled me to the side and was like, hey, you was at the top up there during working out? I was like, yeah, I forgot my gloves. He said, try not to be up there during work. Any other day, it wasn't no problem. Just because I don't answer the phone or text you back is always a freaking problem. Long as me and him on good terms, everything was peaches and cream. When you good with me, you be hard on the other little boss. You be mean to the other boss, you be good to me. And I got proof on that too as well. You know what I'm saying? And it was just some bullshit, because at the end of the day, like, he was so much of a man of God, you know what I'm saying, that all that shit was cap. You hear me? But God don't sleep. And that's why he did the things he did to you, and will gonna do the things he will to you, because of the shit you did to people in the past and still doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, like, I got people, like, one day had a black kid, I forgot his name, Brandon, I think. A couple of people know him from the east side of Homer. He was kneeling down trying to fix the string on the weed eater or something he said he was doing. I wasn't taking up for him or none of that stuff. I wasn't there because I had to go run back to the other yard and get some gas. So a chick passed by in the truck that came pump out the bathroom. She took a picture of him, bam, sitting down while the other Mexican guy was working. Now the girl took the picture. She's Spanish as well. So she sent the picture to the little boss guy, and then he called me and was like, is everybody working, The cameras just, he just got a picture from the cameras that the guy was sitting down. So I ain't say nothing on the phone. I'm being quiet. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I waited, and then I do my research. I go to the guard shack. I talk to the one of my OGs, the black guy. He like, man, that lady took a picture of that boy sitting down fixing that thing. Woo, woo. I was like, yeah. So he was like, the cameras caught him. Now, mind me, at the other yard, none of the cameras work. They got deer cameras. They didn't change that out because the grass be so high around them, which is our job to cut, and we did cut them. But they said a lot of people that was at that guard shack, when I go over there to cut, they ain't going to check no cameras. They ain't going back, all this shit. So he was like, man, those cameras don't work. I said, I already know. My boss lied and said he got a picture of the guy sitting down. The cameras took it. So I said, I texted the girl and let her know, you not about to be doing all that ratting shit. Not saying that it was true or not. And I got on him, bro, if you was sitting down, let him know that you were sitting down. But if you wasn't sitting down, you need to defend yourself, because he was on the verge of getting fired anyway, because he was missing a lot of time and he was always doing something that'll get himself in trouble. But I was branching away from people like that at the job. It's just people just find me because they know how real I am. I'm gonna be straight up, which I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not hiding nothing from you. I'm gonna tell you how everybody is, and I'm gonna tell you what they do and what they don't do. You know what I'm saying? And the girl was like, she don't know what she don't know what I'm talking about. She didn't do that. She don't want no problems. Da 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 da. And then I was like, that's a lie, because I said the guy said he seen you taking the picture. And then he said when the boss called me back and was like, did I text her? I was like, yeah, I texted her, and I told her that she don't need to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? She could have just said AD like she did before and told me that the guy wasn't working, because at the end of the day, I was in charge of the guys over there, you know what I'm saying, that's cutting the grass. So it was a miscommunication on that part, but I texted her and I apologized, and I said, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry for texting you the way I am. I said, I just don't like, you know what I'm saying, this, when people do that stuff, because you don't never know what was going on. You just went off of, you know what I'm saying, what you seen from a distance. You never approached the guy. You know what I'm saying? And he went off with it. He called back. He was like, why did I do that? Stay out of it. I said, man, bro, you lying the whole time. But he's a man of God. He lying the whole time, saying that the camera snapped the picture when the camera didn't have no camera in sight right there. And all the cameras that is right there was way in the back. You know what I'm saying? Deer cameras. And deer cameras don't capture videos. They capture, pictures and stuff like that. So I'm like, you a man of God, but you lying to the youth like that. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sad. You feel me? And it was just so crazy, bro. Like, he'll tell, hey, you see this and that, hey, take the picture. Hey, you see this and that, take the picture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain amount of times I took a picture, but it wasn't, I took a picture of some shit, but it wasn't to, like, you know, get people in trouble type of shit. Because when I was a supervisor, that's some shit that, you know, if it was some shit that was gonna cause me my job, shit, I took the picture and kept that shit in my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always a bunch of racism through that motherfucker, because all the higher ups are black. They ain't got, I mean, all the higher ups are white. Ain't got nobody black in the office. And the black guy that they do got over there that's close to getting the office is a whole don't know what to call itself, because anytime the white people be around, he like, hey, pick up and do this. Hey, hurry up and do that. Just act like you're busy when they come around. You know what I'm saying? And then when he see him, he'll do the same thing. Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. Oh, yes, sir. No, sir. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And that's just how he was. Yes, sir. No, sir guy. You know? And then, like, anything the big bosses say do, we got to do it so correctly. Can't mess up. And if we, you know, be a little loud, anything, he always trying to get an attitude with it. But that happens when you don't have no control at home. You come to your job. And you come to your job and try to boss a lot of people around. You know what I'm saying? That shit not cool as well, because you go run across the wrong person that's gonna knock you dead in your mouth. You hear me? Both of y'all. You feel me? But it was just crazy. I always get double worked a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say, like, when they're doing incline. For people that don't know what incline is, you take a lot of stuff off the boat. You know what I'm saying? And it got to be leveled out the right amount of weight. So you're taking, like, ladders off the boat, stuff that really don't belong, that'll mess up the weight, stuff like that, like ladders, trash, all type of stuff. So the little guy that he say he had in that position that they picked over me was he messed around, and he telling everybody to take this off the boat. Now he giving me a task to do, and I'm doing the task, and I go in the room by myself. I said, I don't want to be around nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because they just took my hat. I was a little aggravated. I was like, long as I keep my money, I don't need the hat, because they ain't me. When I first got promoted to be a supervisor, I said, I don't want to wear that hat unless my money hit. And then he was like, all right, cool, I respect that. So I was a boss before everybody even knew it. Then I was like, I'm not putting that hat on till I get my money. So long story short, he's like, he put me in the room. I went to cleaning, and then I got people working over my head. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Well, that was the other day. It's 2 days in a row about the situation. So I go in the room, I'm cleaning with the brush, sweeping on the ground. Boom. So he coming, hey bro, hurry up and come pick up some trash and bring it up to the top. He just came to me and told me, he so say his boss came to him and told him that, what D at? I ain't see D bring up here nothing in a minute. He was like, yeah, D been bringing up. He said, I ain't see him. Da 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 da. But you got another guy watching me. If he telling you, then his word should be law, right? But he's your leaderman. Like, come on now, he's underneath you. So therefore, he's the one watching me. You only come on the boat when I'm on the, if he put me working underneath that guy on that boat, then he come on the boat just to worry about me. At so many times people come to me, text me, hey, Talon came on the boat. He say, hey, where's D? Hey, where's D? Hey, where's D? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then like we taking a little bit of stuff off the boat. I got one of my partners that requested me to do this video. He taking off little bitty stuff off the boat, like stuff that you could carry with a pinky. Like it was some little sticks. So he carrying off the boat with one hand. Now mind me, the guy that he had watching over us, watching him take it off the boat, he did it like over 5 times, never got told nothing. So the freaking so-called boss sees him and gets mad at him and say, what are you doing? Da 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 da. I could carry that. Da 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 da. Tried to go off on him, but I'm like, but you got another supervisor right here watching him do that. Like that supervisor that you so say got in that damn position over me was setting all the people up to fail, because when I'm not around, you pull him in the office, y'all sit in the office and y'all just gossip on people. You know what I'm saying? I already know that y'all been playing to take the hat from me. That shit wasn't nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a hustler, you know what I'm saying? And I get legal money. And when I say hustle, it ain't nothing about no negativity, no drug. I never had to sell drugs or anything to provide for myself and my family. So we could get that out of y'all head now. And so I already knew how they been playing that, because he knew if I would have gotten that position, the other guy could handle stuff more professionally than me, because they know I had attitude, but I was still working on myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still young. The other guy, like in his 30s, you know what I'm saying? So, it was like, it took me a while to overcome a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? A couple people did help me, you know what I'm saying, become the person who I am, like anger-wise, like, you know what I'm saying, maturing-wise and stuff like that. But yeah, so after that, I grab the bags, I bring it up top. What he doing? Just watch me. As soon as he seen me brought the trash up to the top, he left off the boat. Then the next day, he put me in the room. Bam. Or I think it was the same day. God forgive me if I'm lying. I don't remember. He put me in another room. I'm cleaning up. He got a lot of people working over my head. They on ladders, pipe fitters. So I was like, man, all the people in my way, I cleaned all this other stuff. I said, I don't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? They got big old shit over my head, chain falls. Y'all know what that is, and come-alongs and stuff like that. So it's heavy shit. So next thing you know, I told him I don't feel safe. Can you put me somewhere else? So he was like, all right, cool. So next thing you know, bam, like the pipe for the guy that I used to be cool with, you know what I'm saying, passed by, and he was like, man, you working with the people over your head, da 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 da. I was like, yeah. I said, but I'm about to get out of here because I feel unsafe. They say if you feel unsafe, let them know. So the guy come on the boat the next morning. Why this room not clean? It was like, oh, D said they were working over his head, da 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 da. Man, D's lying, man. He need to finish this. Stop letting him lie to you. Like, man, T, they was working over his head. I'm telling you, he was like, man, don't lie for him. He was like, man, I'm not lying. So I ran the same exact story to that pipe for the guy that was actually working in there. He said, man, that's a damn lie, man. Them people working over your damn head with that heavy ass stuff. And he said, all right, if that stuff fall and you get hurt, who that would have been on? You know what I'm saying? So like, it was so much of it. What D at? You know what I'm saying? D doing this, D doing that. I got told that I called one of the employees to bring the forklift to where I'm at. Now, when you're a supervisor, you could be on the phone. You know what I'm saying? You just can't abuse it and stuff like that. So I call a guy on the phone and I'm like, hey, bro, can you bring the forklift over here? Da 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 da. And then he seen me. So what he do? Go tell his boss, hey, can you go tell Dexter? No, he told the other little guy that was underneath us, that was same position as me, and told him, tell me I need to stay off the phone when I be on that too much. But I'm like, bro, that's bullshit. I'm calling the worker. Same thing you do to me, same thing I was doing to the people. Calling the people when I needed them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, hey, bro, what you doing over there? Da-da-da, ha-ha. No, hey, bro, bring the forklift. Serious matter type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then next thing you know, his boss come roll up on me. And he like, hey, Dexter, because they was calling me Dexter. And he was like, hey, Dexter, you don't mind chilling out on the phone? I was like, and then I'm making a lift with the overhead crane. That's the crane that go in the inside the shop. Stuff a little remote wise. So I'm operating that, and I look at him, and I just nodded my head. He was like, please. I was like, I got you. And then he rolled off. So I'm making my lift. When I turn my head left, guess who that boss talking to? That same old guy that went rat and lied on me and said I was on my phone too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But you be on your goddamn phone all damn day. But nobody go tell on you. Nobody tell you nothing. He just thought that he was the boss of everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like I say again, when you don't have control at home, you going to come to work like you're the boss. You know what I'm saying? But only thing stopped me from crashing out, I'm going to be honest, is my kids. You hear me? But at the end of the day, it ain't never got to a point where I was disrespected, as in I needed to put hands on anybody. Yeah, like, fake love was really at an all-time high over there, like, for real. Like, you could tell a mother effer what you're going through, and as soon as you turn your back, they go talk about you and tell your business to everybody else. You hear me? And that was a big factor. Like, a lot of people knew what I was going through. That boy and that other little boy knew. You know what I'm saying? Child support, you know what I'm saying? Bills, kid on the way, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I let people in that I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Then turn my head. I always got it thrown back in my face, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. I knew who the real ones was there, and they ain't really had that many. They only had 2. I'm gonna be honest. And didn't know who they was. Yeah, I conversated with a couple people there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that was just communication, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy. And then, like, you'll have a person in your ear preaching you, oh, you should get married. You should get married right away. Tomorrow not promised. Yeah, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? You should always be loyal to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Don't use that term girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, all type of things. Like, it ain't nice to lie. Just say what God love, and that's the honest truth. When you getting lied to the whole time, like, how can a preacher guy come to you with positivity and the whole time sinning the whole way and not loyal to their wife? You know what I'm saying? Cheating on their wife, being disloyal to their wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? How can I take advice from a person that's not doing what they trying to tell me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Crazy world we live in, bro. Crazy world we live in. But like I say, I read people, so I knew what to expect, and I ain't mad at none of the situation because I signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta live with that. And still to this day, if I was to see them in person, I ain't got nothing to tell them. You heard me? Might even slap the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'll turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? But not telling what other people in my family gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying the threat wise, but like as in, you know what I'm saying? Because you tell my girl everything, tell my mom everything. You know what I'm saying? Dad, brothers, everything. And their reaction to how I was treated, you know what I'm saying? They may not take it lightly, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, whatever happens, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I was an amazing worker. You feel me? I'm outworking anybody that working with me. Like, and a lot of people could say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, double working the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? The Migos. When they the ones coming to work every day being loyal and faithful to them, and you steady try to mess them over, like, you know what I'm saying? Talk to the workers crazy, curse them out, you know what I'm saying they ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, making people feel uncomfortable, not paying them what they work, or I'm gonna put your raise in, you know what I'm saying? Give me 30 days then pass. Oh, let me talk to my boss. Oh, my boss didn't want to give you a raise, but I could give you 50 cents. Now, not saying me. But like other people that I witnessed at that job, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I witnessed somebody got a 75-cent raise when they busted their cheeks each and every day, coming to work, not missing days, and 75-cent raise. Man, that's crazy, bro. And then when my money got taken from me, I said I'm not operating no big equipments unless my money get back. And I was told that old boy was about to go and tell his boss that I wasn't following directions. It's just crazy. Like, people get lied to by raises, bro. Like, I know a couple of people that I work with, bro, that really deserve like top pay, and he like, everybody ain't gonna get top pay, but like, you letting a fat motherfucker that don't do shit all day make more money than me when I worked him. But they say it goes off of, hold up, you gotta be a liability to the company. So what the hell am I sacrificing, coming in at 5 in the morning when nobody else wanted to, putting, you know what I'm saying, doing my duty on what I'm supposed to do type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing everything somebody say, not complaining about nothing. I'm only missing work if it's dealing with my kids' school, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no vacation day just because I'm tired or none of that stuff. But like, you can't miss a day around them unless you get talked about, and then the next day you get to doing something that you don't want to do, but like something that's gonna aggravate you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. But back to what I was saying, yeah, I got told that if I don't operate the equipment, he was gonna tell his boss on me. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew where that was going, because I was ready to associate with his boss about the situation. Like, before I lost that supervisor position, that boy told me directly, face to face, that he gonna talk to them about if I could keep my money. You know what I'm saying? I just won't have the hat. I'll just be a working, you know what I'm saying, roster ball. I said, shit, that's cool with me, because the hat don't make me, you know what I'm saying? That money that's gonna keep me right, you know what I'm saying? So got lied to by that, just because I didn't want to communicate and talk to him after the situation. Like, how do I supposed to feel when you got a lazy mother effer, you know what I'm saying, not doing nothing, keep their money, and they make sure they straight, when I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, struggling, busting my cheeks every day, doing everything somebody saying, still getting paid the little ass shit that I was getting when I first started working there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I pray God deal with them and continue dealing with them each and every day. I ain't really got nothing to say to them, because that's some fake shit. And a lot of people know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of proof of the situation on how it was. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of proof, and I'm gonna play that towards the end of this video. And a lot of people used to always say family. Ain't no family, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say, for my advice for a lot of people that go to these jobs, no matter if you're in a plant, you know what I'm saying, offshore, shipyard, restaurant, anything, don't be so friendly with these people. Get your paycheck and leave. That's it. Clock your coins, how the girls say, go for the females as well. Run your money up, you know what I'm saying? Take care of your family, raise your kids right, you know what I'm saying? And just be respectful to God, and always put him first. You know what I'm saying? Always learn something when you're on these jobs. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to pick up a weed, learn. Go on YouTube. You don't know how to do stuff on your car, go on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Learn that on YouTube. You got a lot of stuff that be on social medias where you can take classes to learn. You know what I'm saying? Get your ocean card, offshore, twit card, learn how to operate a forklift, watch some videos, practice with that. Like, it's not hard to practice and pay attention. You see somebody, if you really want something done in life and you feel like it's so hard, pay attention to that person that's doing that, so therefore you can adapt to that and master that. You know what I'm saying? As in, want to be a welder, pay attention to somebody that weld. Hey, you don't mind teaching me? Okay, this how you go like that. Pay attention. Welding, tacking, pipe fitter, electrical work, all type of things. Just pay attention, and you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, do it. And don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. You could do anything you put your mind to. And I got told a lot of stuff that I can't do it. I asked a lot of times to if I could operate bigger equipment at the job, you know what I'm saying? But I always told, oh, that's dangerous. Oh, that's dangerous. But 5 minutes later, when I'm asking to teach me or this and that, I don't get taught nothing. And one of my old friends that I used to communicate with told me that Mr. Preacher Man told him that he was gonna send me back there to help him, you know what I'm saying, in the back shop, you heard me, where they do like bending plates and all that stuff. And he said that he's not gonna send me back there because I don't want to learn nothing. But the whole time you in my face smiling, but you supposed to be my brother, my family, and all this stuff like that. But you talking behind my back that I don't want to learn nothing. Every time I ask that to teach something, it'll never get taught. It always never get taught. I always get thrown to the wolves. But it's okay because I'm used to that. My whole entire life I got thrown to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? It's a dog eat dog out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not getting eat. I'm not getting ate. I promise you that. Promise you that. I'll work anybody that get next to me. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that fake love away from me, and don't ever come around me ever again. And I mean that. Be careful when you're applying for these jobs. Make sure y'all read over everything, because they sure will try to mess you over a lot. Like if they say they're gonna pay you for drive time and you've been driving, spending your own gas money, and then you look at your check and your check short. Always remember to add up your hours yourself. Don't just always go off that check stub as well, because you never know, they may be shorting you $20, $30, $50, $100, no telling. So always pay attention to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to asking people why your stuff short, is everybody don't know, but they want you to come to work every single day, not missing it, working in the heat and all this stuff like that. So y'all be mindful with that situation, because nowadays a lot of people be so money hungry and they only care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? As long as they straight, they don't care about the others around them or their employees. So y'all be safe. Y'all working for these old temp services, you know what I'm saying? Find a real job with benefits that can help you in the long run. As far as you could put your kids on your insurance. If anything happen to you, your kids will always be covered. Don't just go to these jobs just to collect a paycheck. Actually go there and want to learn something and be better in life. But y'all make sure y'all like this video, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay.